am trying to sabotage their relationship with their father.
Rachel, update us.
Photography of the house #2 / showing #2. So we're scrambling.
It's about 8:20 in the morning. It's the kids' first nap time. Trying to get the heck out of here. They're gonna do like the 3D virtual tour, walk through pictures. So we gotta get the house spotless. And then we have another showing today, so we have to be out for that too. So it's gonna be a fun day.
So I thought this was gonna be a disaster because it's right during the baby's nap time, and we're just like trying to establish good napping habits and get a routine down, and I thought they would be awake this entire time and then just be really cranky later. They both passed out almost on the dot when their normal nap time starts, just in their car seats waiting for us to put them in the car. So they've both already slept for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And transferred them to the car. They're still sleeping. So hopefully that's a good sign. What I didn't anticipate was that the cats were gonna be the issue with us this morning.
Who let the cats out?
Right? So our plan is, we have like the storage space under our stairs, and our plan is to put the cats in their litter box under there.
And their food.
And their food, of course, and water, while they show the house, because it's really enticing to open the front door of our house and like look at the pond, and we just imagine people will just leave that door open and walk around on the porch. Understandably so, we did the same thing, but then the cats will go flying out and you know what's in that pond. So we just put them under there to keep them safe and out of the way. And so they felt that coming, and neither one of them were able to be corralled. They were just zipping all over the place.
Very invasive.
Evasive.
Iris is evasive. Iris is a big girl, but she's fast.
When she wants to be, she can barrel through a room.
Yeah.
and invade you.
Yeah, invade you.
Yeah, so it was really frustrating, and then in the process of doing all this, Brad tripped over not one but both of the car seats with the sleeping babies in them, but they miraculously stayed asleep. So
yeah, I mean, they sleep through anything. Even their dad tripping over them.
Yeah, thankfully. It's 8:45 in the morning and I'm exhausted. So Brad and I were walking Rusty last night, and after like 5 minutes of walking, and I realized we hadn't said a word to each other, we decided to start having the conversation. I'll start by saying we're far from having trouble with our marriage, but I can see how when you have kids, things start to get away from you. And
yeah, you put your kids first rather than your spouse.
Exactly. The only conversations we do have are about Lyndall and Bear, and we're just spending very little time on our marriage. And it's like 3 months got away from us before we realized like we're not doing anything to strengthen our relationship with each other. And I mean, we're far from having any issues, but I can see the direction that this would go if we didn't do anything deliberate. So we've been talking about it and trying to decide like what we can do maybe on a monthly basis, and then also something small we could do like on a weekly or even daily basis that is for us. So.
Right. Yeah, we're having trouble thinking of stuff.
Exactly. We
just don't have any free time, is the thing.
I know, but I think it just needs to be like a minute or two.
A minute or two?
Yeah, like something daily that we do for a minute or two. Like maybe just talk about, I guess we do our highlight every night. Before we go to bed, we always ask each other what our highlight from the day was. We've done that since before we were married, so I guess that's like a minute or two focusing on each other. Right. But our highlight is always like when Bear smiled at me.
Having dinner.
Yeah, what we ate for dinner. That's like always what it is. Maybe we should try to be more creative. So, but we were talking about like in the last 3 months since the babies were born, the longest I've been away from them and out of the house was for 2 hours when I got my hair done. And I don't particularly like getting my hair done, so it like wasn't even that much of a break for me. So I need to get out of the house. Like I need to.
You do.
I really do.
Like for Christmas I got Rachel a massage. She still hasn't used it.
Right.
Money for a pedicure. She still hasn't used it.
He's very supportive of like me taking a break and getting out of the house, but I kind of want to like get out of the house with him and like do a little date or something.
But we don't want to leave the kids all alone with Barb.
Because we don't trust her. Totally kidding.
No, it's a lot of work for one person to be with twins.
It's a lot.
So it's like we either need to find a babysitter or...
That's what I think is like, ooh, yuck.
Why are you stopping?
I'm not gonna show you what we just passed. Yeah, so I thought we could just hire a babysitter to come help mom. And like traditional dates are in the evenings. So that's like the busiest time for the babies.
Yeah, it's not a great time to get away.
Not ideal. So I had the idea, what if we did like a breakfast date during their normal first nap time, which is generally their best nap on a good day. They'll both nap together for about 2 hours. So I think we'll try to do that. Maybe
But
go.
obviously it can only happen on a weekend.
Right. Unless you're off work.
Right, which I guess it's every once in a while.
Right. So that's kind of our plan right now, is maybe once a month do a little date, not necessarily in the evenings. But let us know what ideas you have for what we can do, like maybe weekly or even daily. Like maybe it's just like a 5 minutes that we spend sitting on the porch talking, or I don't know. Let us know what you think. Uh-oh. 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 That's not looking good.
That's what I got.
White noise.
Yes.
Big yawn. I'll pass it, you get the white noise.
What's the
Oh no.
So it begins.
Yeah. We're in the parking lot of Cracker Barrel. Bear's eating his breakfast right now.
Second breakfast.
His second breakfast. And we're still killing time. Oh. So we're driving around the neighborhood killing time while they show our house. And we went in front of our house. And the gator is like right in the middle of the pond, right out in front of our house. Of course, during the showing. He's really taken a liking to that area of the pond. Just happens to be right by our house. So
Hopefully they like it.
hopefully they like gators. But there's been a lot of suggestions to like move the gator. Oh, we have a stirring bear. It's part of like, I've replied to some of the comments, but there were so many there I couldn't reply to all of them, to say that gators are part of the wildlife in this region of the country. Like if you're afraid of gators, you just shouldn't live in this entire region of the country. They're just everywhere. They're part of the natural wildlife. You just assume if there's water, there's a gator in it. So if we moved it, then the next day that one would be back, or another one would be here from like another pond. Like our neighborhood is full of ponds everywhere.
See the gator on the...
Is there another one?
Yeah, it's out there.
Okay. So like pretty much every pond you go by, you'll see a gator on the bank or swimming in the pond. And then surrounding our neighborhood are all of these like marsh areas, and that's where they live too. So, I mean, if people are buying in this neighborhood, like really they would expect to have gators.
Yeah, exactly.
In this state, really. In this region. So, oh well. We like our gator.
Yeah.
So when you're desperate to hold some part of your routine in your home before nap time's over, we nap in the car. So it's taken me 2.5, 3 months, me and my mom, to figure out like the baby's cues and know that when they start fussing and if they've been up close to an hour, they're tired. And to put them down as quickly as possible, or else they head into the realm of overtired and then they're like inconsolable. Mostly Lindell, a lot less Bear. He'll go down no matter what, even if he's overtired. He loves his sleep. So it's taken a long time to figure that out, and we have just a very small window of when they start showing when they're tired to when they're like really upset about it. So naps are very important. I wish they would have told us that like at the hospital. Like every baby needs a ton of sleep, and ideally they need to be put down into an environment where they can sleep well. And for most naps, it's not like every single nap I'm a Nazi about them, you know, being in their crib, but for most naps, yes. And it took us a long time to like figure that out and learn it, and a lot of research. I wish like every baby that's born in the hospital, they would come in and just be like, your infant's gonna need this amount of sleep until they're this old and just kind of guide you through when they're fussy what to try. Number one being like see if they need a nap. So I don't know, it's taken us a while to figure that out, but now that we have it, they go down really easily. So the napping continues. We've been out here for probably, I mean, close to an hour. And Bear's just now getting restless. So I was gonna show you, I went a little hog wild in Cracker Barrel. We were sitting at the table and I said, shoot, we should have brought books because the babies love books and like looking at pictures, even if you don't read to them. Like in the restaurant, you probably wouldn't be able to hear us anyway, so they just wanted to look at pictures. And, oh, that one I have to show you last. Here, you hold this.
Yes.
So, I was kicking myself that I didn't bring any books, and my mom's like, you can just go buy one. So I found this one first.
Thanks a lot, Barb.
I found this one first. It's Mommy and Me, and it has a little elephant that pokes through on all the pages. Linda loved this one. And then another episode of Little Blue Truck. We have the original Little Blue Truck book. Oh look, they have Christmas Little Blue Truck. Oh my gosh, we have to order all of these. And a Halloween one. So Little Blue Truck, this one's really fun. It has like, what do you call this? Flaps?
Yeah, like not a pop-out, but a...
Like an interactive book. So that one's super fun. And then I found I Love You Grandpa, and it's about a little bear. So that's pretty adorable. Then I saw I Love You Grandma. So I had to grab that one. Then this was 5-minute snuggle stories. I like these. I have another one that's like short stories, Bernstein Bears stories, that our friends Chris and Colleen got the babies. And it's perfect because it's like, you have one book sitting there, but it has a ton of stories inside it. So you don't have like this stack of books, but you have a bunch of stories. So we got another one of those that has Lion King. And that's all I got. So then Brad's like, you got a Mommy and Me book, and I Love You Grandma book, I Love You Grandpa book, but nothing for Dad. I legitimately looked for a dad book and didn't see one. So I felt really bad. And then my mom,
She looked for a dad book.
I couldn't find one. So then my mom goes back out while we go out to the car, and I was gonna feed Bear in the car, and comes out with this. It was literally on the exact same rack as these two, and I just didn't see it. Maybe I'm trying to sabotage their relationship with their father. That would be beneficial to me.
Say, does that star-spangled free and the home of the brave?
Oh, good.
We're at the Beaufort Twlight Run. This is actually in our neighborhood. We're in like the downtown area. And they have oh, I have talked about it, a 5K, an 8K, and a 10K.
Oh, yeah.
I did talk about Hi. So 3 miles in 15 minutes.
3 miles?
In 15 minutes for the first guy. Hi, Bear!
5-minute miles.
Hi! Abu! Hi, dear!
A lot of construction going on.
That's you! That's you next year.
If I was a runner. Go, Chad! Go, Chad! Woo! Just got home from the festival. Oh, mama.
I hope you like crab. We have probably a half-pound crab cake, sheet crab soup, and crab mac and cheese.
Awesome. What a great way to end the day.
Totally.
So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want to follow us on our journey.
If you liked anything you saw in this video, including the babies, then hit the big thumbs up button.
Including Iris.
Including Iris.
All right, well, I guess we'll talk to you
Whenever we talk to you.
sometime later.
Bye.
Bye.